Oh, you also asked what helped cognitively. Um, I decided that I wanted to make a CD of my singing, and I called it Before and Beyond. So some of the songs were before my accident, and one of them was after my accident.
Do we have your permission to use some of that on our page?
By all means. Um, what my cognitive deficits also are, is that it's like a colossal case of ADD. So I've had to learn how to prioritize, and I find also, and that's why this was so good, and also the applications that I had to make for disability, et cetera, et cetera. That will take me 4 times longer than it would take the normal person. I have to read out loud most of the time in order to comprehend it. I have to check my work 3 or 4 times to make sure that it's correct, that I haven't left a piece out. I have to take whatever amount of time it takes, and that slows me down too. And I'm happy for that slower pace of life.
Tell us about the process of making the CD.
Um, I I already had two pretty professional recordings of concerts I'd done before the injury.
What kind of music?
Um, uh, Pop music, I mean, Cole Porter, George Gershwin, and I was playing and singing this was all solo. Some folk music, um, and but mostly pop standards. Now I can't remember what the middle section of it is. And then after, because I was so grateful to everyone who had helped make my recovery possible. Um, my last song that I did after my accident was Leon Russell's This Is a Song for You. Um, and that was my way of saying thank you. So so some of it was already pre-recorded, but I knew I had to ask for lots of help because, again, the focus and concentration of it just. So I asked a person who knew a lot about recording to help me produce the musical part of it, to get it onto a CD and make whatever edits in the tracks there were. He also recorded my performance of that last song. And then my friend outside, Linda Wallenfang, she designed the cover, and I in the inside of the CD, there's a little story of what my life was like and why I'm doing this, and so it's a pretty complete picture of what my life was before and what it is now. She worked hard with me to make it beautiful, and but I every time I needed somebody's help because I had no idea what to do, I asked for help, and we came up with what we were pretty proud of as professional as we could get.
How's the music changed for you?
I make more mistakes.
What kind of mistakes?
I make note mistakes. I don't always play the right notes. Most people would never notice them, but I was pretty close to perfect. And now, I mean, if I was at a 95, now I'm at a 90 or an 85. So I make note mistakes.
Do you notice them yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I've accepted it. That's just what happens. Like when I'm writing something longhand, I can't tell M's and N's anymore. So unless I write very slowly, I make lots more mistakes in my writing.
So your writing's kind of like somebody using text on the phone.
Yeah, right. It is, and it starts off like letters and ends up So when I'm trying to read notes, I can't read any of it because I really didn't write it. Um, the My perfect pitch hasn't changed at all, so I can hear all of it. I know what's supposed to happen. Um, I wouldn't make mistakes if I went much slower. The speed aspect of something is the thing I can't manage.
Can you perform with others?
Oh yes.
Does that cause you any cognitive challenges? I mean, I
I'm
picture
usually-
the director up
Mhm.
there, the conductor. Would you be able to stay in pace?
Yes. It sounds like bragging, but I'm pretty close to a world-class musician. So I could conduct a choir. I could hear what needs to happen. I can play with others and do my part or lead them.